Right, Mr. Merlin, some more of your e-magic. This could be a sword out of the stone moment, or this being Cheshire with its alderly edge, the moment when the horse is sold to the unexpected bidder. Hello, I'm Michael George Gibson, the poetician, a travelling minstrel, a whistler and a tune maker, and I have a song for you about that peculiar and unprecedented matter that we call Brexit. First, I would tell you that I live in Knutsford or Canutesford in Cheshire. Now, it is most unlikely that Canute ever came to this part of the country, but Knutsford has its proud and fond tradition that he did, and perhaps we may be allowed to enjoy our tradition. As we do so, it may be said that Canute was quite a good king of England, and further, he was something of a minstrel himself. And it is recorded of him that he composed popular songs in the English of his day. And if we had time, I could sing you the one of which we have the words. But we must get on. Regarding Brexit, I am sure that Canute would have been most interested and amused by Great Britain's present attempts to leave the European Union. And so, to the point. For myself, I must say that in the referendum I voted on balance to leave, and I did so on the plain and simple ground that I want Britain to have greater sovereignty over all its own affairs. I voted to leave completely, whatever, knowing that such a course would necessarily be costly in some ways, but believing that if we left straightforwardly and trusted in ourselves, the overall well-being of Britain would duly grow. As various problems and considerations have presented themselves, I have remained sure that new, mutually advantageous trading and other arrangements can be made between Britain and the European Union. I think that if we can, we should leave on the date that has been set at the end of October, or as soon as possible. And I regard it as the bounden duty of our sovereign Parliament to bend all its efforts to achieve this, even while the details of the new mode of relationship with the European Union are being negotiated. With regard to Parliament's commitment to this course, it must be said and said again that our sovereign Parliament only derives its sovereignty from the sovereignty of its electorate. And I dearly hope that Parliament will reasonably and decently effect the will of that electorate as expressed in the result of the referendum. A result on which there should not and cannot be any compromise. And now, here is the song of the poetician, the straw man, Michael George Gibson. I am a little Englishman, I whistle all the day. I am a little Englishman, I'm whistling on my way. J'espère que Monsieur Barnier peut m'entendre when I say Je suis un petit Englander tant pis. Au revoir. Hooray!